Hi, party people. I'm Sunny. I'm an oracle. And I want to help people feel less shit. That's really it. The reason why I'm here today is to share with you something that was very helpful for me in my journey of becoming my most authentic self. This is obviously a journey that continues, but where I'm at, the level where I'm at now, I feel very confident in who I am. I know who I am. That's why I can feel confident in who I am, because I know who I am, which is I'm God. And so are you. And when you know that, then, well, the first thing is, of course, you have to remember that, and then you have to embody it. You have to actually remind yourself of that very truth over and over again, because at the beginning, when you first remember, you're not going to believe it. So there's some work to do there. You are God embodied in a human vessel, and that means you're infinitely powerful, that you are a miracle. And when you are in your truth, in your authentic truth, then that is your most beautiful experience of life. When you are in alignment with your authentic self, the expression of God that you are, like you are not the expression of God that Horst is. Anyway, when you remember who you are, that you're God embodied, life happens, right? Just always judge it as perfect. So life has all these shitty things that we personally, the ego part of us, the ego mind, the previous identity that we once used to have, the things that we identified with once in the past, they will tell us, it's the programming, right? It's the conditioning. It will tell us, well, okay, this thing just happened. This tornado just came and swooped, made it so my house is no longer here. You gotta automatically obviously judge this as a negative event in your life. You're gonna be like, well, this shit sucks, right? But what is really helpful is to remember that everything really happens for you, and that is the truth, because even the shittiest things are there for you to show you where you're not free yet, where you're still limited, where you still believe in bullshit, where you still hold limiting beliefs about who you are. So whenever you feel not free, whenever you feel poor, whenever you feel any sort of lack, whenever you feel not great, it's because these things are trying to show you where you're not free, right? And so this is how you have to identify them. No, like from this moment on, don't judge anything that happens in your life as something negative. Just see it as like, okay, it's either great, but you're probably not gonna be in the situation where the tornado comes, blah blah blah, and then you're like, oh, this is great. But just be in acceptance of what happens, no matter fucking what. If the bank sends you a letter and is like, you owe us 5 million pounds because you're in England, you're like, oh, okay, you can feel a certain way about it, right? Like that's totally fine, and you can go through these feelings, but you have to remain in the remembrance of who you are and remember that everything is perfect because you are perfection. So once you know that, you're like, okay, just be like, okay, I mean, and then you're gonna maybe do something about whatever the situation is, but remember that everything is perfect. And that is such an amazing life hack that I've noticed for myself that works really well, is that no matter what happens in my life, I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect that I just stepped into shit. That's perfect. And you can come up with justifications in your mind, like why this is perfect. I mean, to like step into shit, like maybe because it feels nice on your shoe, which that's not true, but just you can tell yourself lies about it, whatever, or you can just simply say it's perfect and that's just it. Like you don't even have to like go into reasoning why it's perfect, right? It's just like, okay, yeah, perfect, okay. And you no longer put any more thoughts, patterns, no more energy into it. You're no longer gonna be like, oh, like shit happened, like literally happens to me all the time, da 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 da, and like life sucks and life is hard and da 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 da, and like life is working against me and nothing ever works out in us. No, you just stepped into shit. Perfect. Fucking laugh about it, okay? Because that's a way you can deal with it. Or you can go into this thing of this negative spiraling where you're like telling yourself all of these horrible things, why this has just happened to you, and like why you deserve this, why you deserve to be unhappy, why you deserve to step into shit, right? No, you simply step into shit and then you're like, oh, perfect. And then you move on with your life, right? And you can be like, oh, this is a fun experience to wash my shoes, because now I can wash my shoes and they didn't need to be washed anyway. And then you wash them and they look like clean again. And before, like, they just were super dirty or something like that already. So, you know, just like judge everything as a positive thing. And then you cannot lose. Like, you just cannot lose. And the more you judge things in the perfect way, the more you say, oh, this is perfect, the more things will happen in your life that are actually in perfect alignment with who you truly are, when you're your most authentic self, which is the embodiment of God. And so yeah, keeping the momentum of judging everything as perfect, and then more perfect things will happen that actually feel perfect to you. You're no longer gonna step into shit. Maybe at the beginning you're gonna step into shit a lot, but you're just gonna keep, because the old stuff is gonna try to like drag you back down, right? And be like, well, see, I'm proving to you that like shitty things happen in your life all the time. And this is where you're just like, no, I love it, it's perfect, I love stepping into shit, it's great. And then beautiful things will happen for you. Okay, I don't know if that made any sense. Like, I really hope it did. So basically, judge everything that happens in your life as something positive. Even if you don't actually feel that way, you want to have a new default setting, which is that you are perfection, everything is perfect. So the in-between time where you like deprogramming the old shit away and the new shit into yourself, that's gonna be a time where you just have to stay on top of it, where you have to remember who you are all the time, remind yourself who you are all the time, and then just deal with shit happening to you, for you, and judging them as positive. And then once you like kind of get more accustomed to your new version of yourself that feels very powerful, that feels in charge, that feels free and such and so forth, the more you're going to experience life situations that actually are amazing, and you're no longer going to be stepping into shit. I mean, you might step into shit, but you're genuinely not going to care about it any longer. And I already see it coming. I'm going to be stepping into shit a lot because it's in my awareness. But who cares? I don't care. Shall I step into shit? Whatever, I don't care, because everything happens for me, okay? So I hope this was helpful to you, and let me know if it was. Okay, I'm sending you much love. Bye! I'm a poet. Horst. There's a guy named Horst in my hometown. He's really funny. There are a lot of stories about Horst, but I will not get into it right now.